Hello, this is Charlie, and welcome to my wonderful world of my manager prototype. So what I did is I used the given layout for the classes and whatnot, and just basically the data node and the D-link are pretty basic. They just have all the fields, and I created a toString in there just to make it easier to print. And then I created an enumeration out of the name type, just because the enumerations are fun, and it's nice to have a strongly typed list of pre-accepted names. And so then most of my code is in the manager in terms of like add or move. And so I start out the manager by creating a new reserved head node, and then I add reserves. So if I go down to my wonderful private method, here I just put in the number of nodes that I want, and then if there is no reserved head node for some reason, I'll just create one. And then I go through the number of nodes and just add uninitialized ones to my reserved list. And then I grab the active head node, and then I'm just adding one to begin with. So I add a bird with a data of 5. And so I have two different add methods. I have a public one and a private one, just because the head node is not public. So I let the user of my manager just add the name and the data, and then I can take care of which head node that I'm putting in and whatnot. So I go through here and I get a reserve node, and that goes and grabs the reserve node head, and then goes through it and just pops out the head. And if the head, or if there isn't enough, it'll replenish the reserves. Oh yeah, so if the head and the head dot next is null, so that means there's only the head in there, it'll replenish the reserves and create a new head node. But otherwise, it'll just return the head and make the reserved head node the next one in the list. So then, once we go back to the add, so once we have the reserved node, then if the active head node is null, then we just make the one we just got the head node and then return it. Otherwise, we go until the end of the list, and then we add the new node on the end of the list. So then I go to my program. So that's the instantiation of the manager, and then I just print out the number active, number reserved, just for my own sanity. And then I added 3, I found 1, and then removed it, and then printed some nice number of reserved. In terms of how I did the number reserved, I don't manage it. I just have this get number of nodes method, which just grabs the active head node or reserved head node and then loops through either list and then gives me the count. So I'll go ahead and run the program, and you can see how wonderful it is. There we go. So we start with 1, and then we add 3, then we get rid of one. And then there you go. That's it. Thank you very much.